This is what's called greatest common factor. You're going to be given an expression with two terms, and you're going to have this little T-chart. All we're doing in these problems is organizing numbers. There's really not much math involved, but let me show you. You're going to take your first term and put it in your first spot of your T. Take your second term and put it in your second spot. From here, that's our setup. All we need to do now is we're going to list all the factors of 10. I go to my factor chart and I see 1 times 10, 2 times 5. So that's what I'm going to write. 1 times 10, 2 times 5. Do the same thing with 20. 20 has 3 of them. We have 1 times 20, 2 times 10, and 4 times 5. Again, all of these numbers come straight from our factor chart. No thinking involved, just copying down. From here, x squared is x times x. And on this side, we just have 1x. Now, you will always be given a little line with some parentheses. So now we need to decide what is the greatest common number we see on both sides. I'm looking at my numbers on this side, and I'm looking at my numbers on this side, and I'm seeing which one is the highest number or the greatest factor. Well, I see a 2 on both sides. I see a 5 on both sides. But I see a 10, which is way bigger than 2 or 5. 10 is the greatest number. But now if you're thinking, well, why isn't it 20? 20 is a bigger number than 10. You're right. But I don't see a 20 on this side. They have to match. They have to have a partner. Okay? From there, you got to worry about your variables. What is the greatest amount of x's you can have on both sides? Well, I can circle 1. I can circle 1. I cannot circle this one though. There's no partner over here. The greatest amount of x's that match is only 1. Once when you've circled the greatest number and the greatest amount of x's you can have, we're going to cross out and get rid of everything we don't need. Because that's just more to look at, and we don't want that. Alright? We're almost done. Whatever you circled goes in the line and you write it one time. 10x. Now, whatever is left, whatever I did not circle, is my answer. So I just bring it down. I see a 1, I write a 1. I see an x, I write an x. Now, you're always going to have some sort of sign in here, either a plus sign or a minus sign. And if the original problem is a plus sign, it's going to be a plus sign. Now, what is left over here, the only thing that I haven't circled or crossed out is my 2. So I rewrite my 2. I have now found the greatest common factor. The GCF equals 10x. 10x is what's in common. You're done at this point, but just so that you know, you could then do the distributive property to prove your answer. 10 times 1 would be 10. X times x would be x squared. 10 times 2 would be 20. And there's that x. Don't these match? Aren't these the original expression? 10x squared plus 20x? Yep, it all worked. That's how we know we got the right answer.